Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're in the world. Hello from BML College UK and International. Okay, so today we are going to talk about some free online courses that we do at BML College. So if you are anybody from any part of the world would like to start studying a qualification with us, then you can contact us on the number displayed on the screen, or you can go to www.bmlcollege.com. We are here to inspire you for higher education. And if you have any questions, we have a Q&A session after the presentation. I'm going to get you some information about uh, uh, our courses. So stay tuned. We are BML College UK and International. Hello from Birmingham. Stay tuned. We are going to talk about lots of information on how you can start a qualification with us. Right. So, BML College is okay. I'll go through my presentation now. Okay. Right. So, BML College is your college at your fingertips. We believe that education should be affordable and accessible to the world. So that's why we have come up with online qualifications for students. If you would like to start a qualification with us, you can contact us. Right. I'll give you a little bit of an introduction about our college now.
Welcome to our prestigious college in the central Birmingham location. Established in 2012, BML College UK is a visionary organization committed to providing high-quality education and learning opportunities for wider communities. At BML, we believe quality education should be affordable and accessible to everyone in the world. We take pride to provide internationally accredited, high-quality educational programs to our students through a panel of ambitious, well-qualified teachers who will naturally inspire students to be self-motivated in their approach to learning and to get beyond textbooks by applying their understanding to the outside world.
Welcome to BML College UK, a prestigious institution established in 2012 in central Birmingham. We are committed to providing high-quality education and learning opportunities for communities worldwide, ensuring accessibility and affordability for all students. At BML College, we not only want our students to achieve academic excellence, but also to become a better learner for life. Learning is a lifelong journey, and we need our students to keep thriving in the corporate sector, learn and cultivate British values, become a better human being, protect the natural environments, and giving back to the communities they live in. We want you to be a proud graduate of BML College UK and International and make your dreams come true. In this video, we will learn how important is higher education for today's world. At BML College, we believe higher education is crucial in the 21st century. It offers better economic perspectives, empowers personal development, encourages community involvement, helps individuals lead structured lives with a strong sense of responsibility. Pursuing higher education helps you realize your passions and develop discipline. It enhances decision-making skills and provides a sense of accomplishment, as each completed course or task reflects your talent and hard work. People with higher education live more structured lives. They have stronger sense of responsibility and advanced personal development skills. When you are in higher education, you will improve your verbal and written communication skills. So you will be a better communicator.
Higher education is important for students because it lets you to realize your different passions. The more you learn, the liker you will find the true passions in your life. Higher education will give you greater sense of discipline because higher educational programs will teach you disciplines required as a professional. You will learn how to follow complex instructions and meet deadlines. You will be trained how to assess a situation and come up with best alternatives, decision-making skills, and many more. Higher education will also give you a sense of accomplishment each time you successfully complete a course, modules, workplace task, a qualification. You will get a sense of accomplishment that your talent and hard work paid off.
At BML College, we follow UK education system. The UK higher education credit system quantifies learning through credits, which reflect the amount and depth of learning achieved. Credits are accumulated towards qualifications, ensuring recognition of your educational accomplishments.
Credits are awarded upon successful completion of modules based on learning outcomes. This system ensures that your achievements are recognized, regardless of how or where the learning took place, maintaining a consistent standard.
Credit is a means of quantifying and recognizing learning whenever and wherever it is achieved. It can be used as a tool to compare learning achieved in different contexts. Most higher education programs of study comprises of credits has been assigned to individual modules and/or to whole programs. A number of credits is normally assigned to each module, which indicates the amount of learning undertaken, and a specified credit level indicates the relative depth of learning involved. Together, these are known as the credit value. Credit is awarded once you have successfully completed a module in recognition of the amount and depth of learning which you have achieved. Credits are then accumulated towards the total credit required for a program of study and a qualification. Most institutions that provide higher education programs of study in England use credit. Now let's see how and when credits are awarded.
Credit is awarded to you when you have shown through assessment that you have successfully completed a module or a program by meeting the specific set of learning outcomes for that module or program. Statements of learning outcomes outline what you will know, understand, and be able to do when you have successfully completed a piece of learning. It is the achievement of the learning outcomes that is essential for the award of credit, not how or where the learning took place, or how it was assessed, or how long it actually took. You usually demonstrate that you have achieved the learning outcomes of a module or qualification by successfully completing one or more pieces of assessed work to a minimum standard. Exceeding the minimum standard does not result in you being awarded more credits, as the credit value is fixed before assessment. The credit value indicates both the amount of learning expected, the number of credits, and its depth, complexity, and intellectual demand, the credit level. Each module or unit has only one level for its credit. The credit value for a module or unit is set for that element of learning before you begin your studies. Once you have been assessed and have successfully achieved the required learning outcomes, you are awarded all of the credits, the credit value for that element of learning.
Most undergraduate certificates and diplomas have 120 credits, whereas a foundation degree is equivalent to 240 credits as shown in the table. Bachelor's degree is awarded when 360 credits are achieved. Master's degree is awarded when 540 credits are achieved. Likewise, it is very important to understand how UK academic credit system works. For more information, please visit www.qaa.ac.uk. At BML College, we provide outstanding academic support for our students to achieve their academic credits. We have sophisticated learning management system and an online library. Our tutors are qualified and experienced to support you achieving your desired goals.
When you enroll into our courses, you will be given access to a robust learning management system where you can explore online resources, lecture materials, online libraries, and access a wealth of resources. These platforms provide valuable materials to support your studies and enhance your learning experience at BML College. Thank you for joining BML College UK for your educational journey. We are here to support you every step of the way, offering unique opportunities to push your boundaries and achieve your academic goals.
All right, so that was about um, our, our college and qualifications and what the importance of higher education in today's economy. Right, so about our college, we are established in the UK since 2011, 2012 period, and we are a visionary organization committed to providing high quality education and learning opportunities for wider communities. At BML, we believe education should be affordable and accessible to the world, and therefore, we have made it possible for anybody in the world to get into higher education and gaining a UK accredited qualification in business, IT, health and social care, education and training. There are loads of courses that you can start studying with us. So, if you would like to get more information or if you want to apply for our courses, there are some free courses as well that we would like to give opportunities for students any part of the world, anywhere in the world. If you want to start studying a qualification, a UK qualification, that will give you lots of opportunities in terms of employment, finding job opportunities, starting a business, or moving into higher education in any other universities or colleges abroad. These qualifications are valid and recognized around the world. So you can contact with us. We will support you all the way throughout your journey. From level 3 to level 7, level 8, up to level 8, we have qualifications that we are offering where you can complete these qualifications online. We also have campuses in Sri Lanka and in Birmingham, UK. So if you are someone watching this from these locations, and if you would like to come and study at our campus in Birmingham or in Sri Lanka, please do let us know. We have supportive teams to process your applications for admissions. So, what we promise in return is good education, support for students, and a friendly community. BML graduates are given direct entries to many universities in the UK and across the globe. We have a number of undergraduate and postgraduate pathway programs for students to apply in USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Europe, and the UK, and some Middle East and Asian countries as well. So let us know what is your requirement in terms of applying to study higher educational qualification, or if you want to build a qualification and build a career and make yourself eligible to apply for job opportunities, then please do let us know. We have a course for everyone who want to start studying from foundation onwards. Right, so let's go to the next slide. Yes, we are empowering futures through global education. We have campuses in these locations. If you want to study on campus, then our branches are open for you. If you want to apply for that, then do let us know the locations that you want to attend to. Then our admissions team will be in contact. If you want to study online, where if you don't have a campus in your country, then you can start studying online. We have we have arrangements for online students as well. So there are thousands of students already studying online courses. So you can get in touch with us. We will get you information. We have the approvals and accreditations from UK and Sri Lanka bodies that we are working with, the accreditations and approvals. So you are getting a recognized qualification. Our courses are business and management, law and legal studies, computing and IT, health and social care, early learning and childcare, education and training, hospitality and tourism. So these courses, some of these courses available to do online. Some of the courses you need to uh, you can do blended learning, and also some are on campus. And 97% of our students are either in higher education or in full-time employment within 6 to 12 months of their graduation. So we have a great you're getting a great return on investment if you want to start studying at BML College, because 97% of our students are achieving their results. So achieving their desired goals, they move up in the corporate ladder. Some people get into business opportunities, and some are moving abroad for job opportunities, and some are moving to universities for higher education. So you can definitely get the return on investment upon completing our qualifications. Also, we cultivate British values. Throughout your program, we believe education is who you become rather than what qualification or what papers that you have passed, what modules you have passed. No, it is not the purpose of education. Purpose of education is who you become, what skills that you have developed, what you can give to the community in return. For example, finding a better job opportunities or move abroad, think globally, start innovatively thinking, and then start your own business. So that is what matters at BML. So we cultivate British values. So you are because we value British values, and we will get you some information about how we cultivate British values at our college. So let's watch the next video with that. So all I want to say, at BML, we want to make sure that people understand, the students understand that who you become is more important than what qualification that you've got. So the skills that you develop throughout, and also employability skills that you have developed throughout, whether you have improved your skill, whether you are able to position yourself better in corporate ladder, and whether you are able to think globally and improve your skills, knowledge and understanding, and apply your learning into practice so that you can get better employment opportunities or business opportunities or entrepreneurial opportunities in the world. So let's watch the next video.
Welcome to BML College UK and International, a prestigious institution established in 2012 in central Birmingham. Induction video 2. At BML College, we not only want our students to achieve academic excellence, but also want to grow to become outstanding human beings. We want our students to become better learners for life. Learning is a lifelong journey, and we need our students to keep thriving in the corporate sector, become a better human being, protect the natural environments, and giving back to the communities they live in. We want you to be a proud graduate of BML College UK and International and make your dreams come true. At BML, we cultivate British values. There are 5 British values such as democracy, individual liberty, mutual respect, tolerance, and the rule of law. These principles are integral to our educational approach, fostering a supportive and inclusive learning environment for all students.
There's more to being British than talking about the weather, watching the World Cup, and making an amazing cup of tea. In Britain, we have a set of values we hope to be shared by all, that guide us to be a nation where everyone feels safe, valued, and free to be themselves. So, what are they, and what do they mean? Mutual respect and tolerance. We don't all share the same beliefs, faiths, or ideals, but we should respect others and feel respected and safe in our own beliefs. We shouldn't impose our beliefs on anyone else, as we wouldn't wish others to do to us. Remember, we're all different. Democracy. Being in a democratic country, our voice matters. Our votes guide the decisions made by the government for the best running of the country. Democracy allows the majority view to become the deciding factor in decision making, and it helps us feel valued. And don't forget that your vote counts too. The rule of law. The laws in this country are put in place to help us live and work in a happy, safe, and secure environment. Abiding by the laws set in place through democratic processes is in our best interest if we want to remain safe. Individual liberty. We have the freedom to express our individuality through freedom of speech, freedom of choice, and our individual presentation. Just consider the guidance in the above values and show respect to all. Our individual liberty protects our rights, and expressing our individuality demonstrates our value in British society. Each of us is unique, but with a shared goal of harmony. So, remember British values: democracy, mutual respect and tolerance, rule of law, and individual liberty. And then, make yourself a cup of tea. I hear we're known for it.
At BML College, we respect each other's differences because we know everyone has the right to be themselves and express their opinions.
At BML College, we treat others as we want to be treated. We celebrate diversity and show kindness to everyone because we respect all irrespective of their differences.
At BML College, we respect and learn from each other's beliefs and traditions. We study together in harmony. We practice tolerance of different faiths and beliefs.
At BML College, we know that everyone's voice counts. We all have a say in making decisions that affect us. We understand democracy is important.
At BML College, we understand that the rules and legislations are in place to keep us safe and to be fair for all. Rules apply to everyone, no matter who you are. We respect the rule of law. Thank you for considering BML College UK for your educational journey. We are here to support you every step of the way, offering unique opportunities to push your boundaries and achieve your academic goals. For more information on our courses to join, please visit bmlcollege.com.
Right, so at BML College, our promise to you is that you will get the flexibility in terms of learning. We have set up the systems where you can start your qualifications and complete with at your own pace and process. Right, so this is our promise at BML College. So we will be flexible in terms of your completion. Now, for example, some courses you can complete within 10 weeks to maximum of 2 years. So we have given that flexibility to you because some of our students, most of our students are either working adults or they have their families to look after. They are working adults, working professionals, so they have loads of other things to manage. And we have noted that a lot of students do not get into higher education. It's because they're already occupied with other responsibilities in life. But at BML College, we have made it flexible so that you can start your qualifications and take breaks, or you can complete within 2 years. One level you can complete within 2 years. You can start a qualification and give yourself time. Make sure that you achieving your learning outcomes within the 2-year period period of time, and also you can start you can do these qualifications with your own paces and poses. So let us know your requirement, how you want to, when are you planning to apply for job opportunities, and by when you want to start applying or gaining these skills to apply, make yourself qualified to apply for job opportunities. So you can talk to us. The number displayed on the screen, available 24 by 7, 365 days a year. We are supporting our students. We have helped already thousands of students from 14 different countries, so we can support you. So we are promising flexibility and support for your education, because we believe education is a life changing opportunity for an individual. It is because we have witnessed this over the years. Thousands of students who have completed our qualifications. It has been an opportunity of a lifetime for some students, where they have gained the knowledge, understanding, and theoretical knowledge, improved the skills, improved communication skills, their time management skills, leadership skills, employability skills, and then that has changed their lives. So that is the beauty of education. So we believe education is a life-changing opportunity. Therefore, we support you all the way. So if you not sure in the middle of the program how, when, and how to complete the assignments, how to wait, how to do the portfolios, then we have the full support and guidance, one-to-one teaching and teacher on demand facility as well, where we are supporting students individually. So if you are someone who want to start a qualification with BML College, go to bmlcollege.com. We are giving you the flexibility you need. If you are a busy professional already working, but you need to achieve a qualification, because then you will be able to grab or climb up in the corporate ladder, then it is BML College, because with your schedules, you need to have a supportive team and flexibility that you need, so that you can achieve your MBA or achieve your bachelor's degree. So that is why BML College is different from other colleges, because we have the online platform, one-to-one support, flexibility that you need, and employability. We have some employers that we are working with. We have some areas that we can guide you through to apply. A lot of our students apply for job opportunities abroad, and they get their opportunity of a lifetime. So that's why we want our students to get into higher education, because it will definitely change your life. Okay, so let's see the rest of the presentation. Yes, we have over 1,000 students in BML alumni, and there are over 300 students studying at BML College now. So from 14 different countries. If you are somebody watching this from any part of the world, yes, you can contact us. We are here to support you. Also, we want to inform you that we are offering up to 50% financial scholarships for students who are finding it difficult to pay full tuition fees. So if you go to our website, you will be able to apply for the course that you want to start, and then you will automatically get a 50% tuition scholarship. But we depending on your circumstances and your academic merit, of course, but you can apply. Everybody can apply for 50% scholarship. So let us know your requirement. We are here to support you. Right, so we have student feedback.
I'm Dia, living in Saudi Arabia, and I recently finished studying my level 3 diploma at business studies at BML College UK, and I'm so excited to be finishing my university here in Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much.
Yeah, some students from abroad they complete our qualifications online and then they move into their state universities or in any other university in international markets, like for example USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and we have students moving into Middle Eastern universities, some universities in Singapore, and some universities in Europe as well. So we are partnered with thousands of universities across the globe so that you complete our qualifications and then move to higher educational opportunities with universities. Right, so we have more student feedback. All right, so and also today we have I'm going to present you some free care skills training for you if you want to get the certificate for the CPD certificates. These are free qualifications. So if you want to get these qualifications, the certificate, you can write to admin@bmlcollege.com. We will give you free uh, training course where you can complete the trainings and you can get CPT accredited certificates where you can use these certificates for finding job opportunities in health and social care sector. Okay, so let's I'm going to do a free presentation, free session for you where you can complete these qualifications and gain CPD accredited certificates for free. So it is today. Okay, I am going to start my presentation now. Right, okay, so today I'm going to give you 60 minutes CAS skills training certificate where once you complete this you can gain the certificate, but if you want to get the certificate and these CPD trainings for free, you can write to admin@bmlcollege.com. A member of our team will get back to you. Okay, so today we are going to learn about equality, diversity, and inclusion. Let's see.
Equality, Diversity and Inclusion. Welcome to your online training for equality, diversity and inclusion. This course is designed to both
Okay, so this is the course that you're going to get. So you can get free CPD certificate once you complete this. So this training will give you idea about the CAS skills standards, equality, diversity and inclusion, and about human rights. Right, let's see.
Learning aims.
This course aims to understanding the knowledge about the knowledge about law relating to equality and human rights, recognizing the expected standards of your work, identifying the protected characteristics of equality law, understanding and addressing discrimination, identifying appropriate values, and how to access support needed. Right.
You're learning. This course is divided
about equality and diversity law, protected characteristics, discrimination, values, and support.
Module 1, Equality.
In this module, you will learn about equality and diversity. So we will start from defining the terms, recognizing relevant legislations and regulation, and understanding your role and responsibilities to expect
Definitions. Select each button to look at the definitions of the main terms.
Treating people with fairness and providing the same opportunities regardless of any differences they may have. Diversity means recognizing, valuing, and taking into account people's different backgrounds and experiences. Inclusion is the act of being included and being a part of something. It is about being involved. Discrimination. Okay, discrimination is all about seeing differences and making a distinction in favor of or against. If it is deliberate, it means that you intentionally treat someone unfairly. If it is inadvertent, it means that you unintentionally treat someone unfairly. So discrimination can be intentional or unintentional. So you need to make sure
The Equality Act
your
2010.
these
The Equality Act 2010
discrimination
recognizes
of
certain
any kind.
characteristics
The
that are
Equality Act
protected
2010,
from
the
any
Equality Act
discrimination.
2010
It is unlawful to be
recognizes certain characteristics that are protected from any discrimination. It is unlawful to be unfair to someone because of their age, disability, gender, marriage or civil partnership, pregnancy and maternity, race, religion or belief, sex or sexual orientation.
national standards.
National
The Care Quality
standards. The
Commission
Care
in
Quality
England has a
Commission in England
duty to
has a
ensure that
duty to
individuals are
ensure that
receiving safe and
individuals
high
are
quality care when they inspect.
receiving a safe and high quality care when they inspect the service. They will use the fundamental standards to judge your service, by which, okay, you must be treated with dignity and respect at all times while you are receiving care and treatment. This includes making sure you have privacy when you need and want it. Everybody is treated as equals.
Equality
Okay, so
in law. Select
let's see the equality in law. Human rights. The Human Rights Act 1998 sets out the rights that everyone in the UK is entitled to. Mental Capacity Act 2005 protects people who can't make decisions for themselves or make safe choices. The Care Act 2014 makes care and support clearer and fairer, putting people's well being at the center of decisions, including personalization. Health and Social Care Act 2012 has modernized the NHS and aims to empower patients, giving them a greater voice and control of their care. Right, okay, so these are the important um, laws that you need to know when you are starting a job or continuing your job in the health and social care sector in the UK. So you need to learn about the Human Rights Act, the Mental Capacity Act, the Care Act, Health and Social Care Act. So these are very important. We talk about this in class more detail. This is just a classroom activity. I'm just going to share with my experiences so that you can get idea how our classes will be performed and what type of things that you will learn during these different classes. Okay, so this is a CPD course I am doing today for you. If you complete this with our college, you will get a free CPD certificate for this particular module, so which you can use it for your resume when you apply for jobs. Human Rights Act 1998. The Human Rights Act 1998 is based on a person's freedom to control their day-to-day life. Everyone has human rights. We should all be able to live free from violence and abuse, and our basic human rights include the right to life, freedom from torture and inhuman or degrading treatment, freedom from slavery and forced labor, the right to liberty and security, freedom of thought, belief, and religion, freedom of expression, freedom of assembly and association, protection from discrimination in respect of rights and freedoms. So these are the basic human rights that is uh, in the Human Rights Act 1998, and everybody has these rights. They have the right to life. They have the right to be free from any torture or any inhuman or degrading treatment or modern slavery or anything, any forced labor. They should have the security, and everybody have freedom to express themselves. They have the freedom of thought, belief, and religions. There's freedom of assembly and association. So that's what. So it's important that you learn about all these when you start your job in the health and social care sector.
Freedom.
Okay, let's see the FRIDA principles. These were developed to help health and social care professionals understand the core values of Human Rights Act. Okay, core values of Human Rights Act. Oh, sorry. Okay, so. Okay. Sorry, so I'm live on social media platforms. I'm live on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and also TikTok. So my TikTok screen just went off, so that's why I had to pause a bit. Sorry about it. Okay, so we were talking about FRIDA principles. Yes, these are developed so that you will understand how the Human Rights Act you put in practice in your health and social care job. So fairness, individuals should have access to fair processes, have their views heard, and make their own decisions. Respect, individuals should be valued at the center of their care and to be listened to. Equality, individuals should have their needs met and not be discriminated against. Dignity, individuals should be valued and respected. Autonomy, individuals should make their own choices and have control over their care and treatment. Right, so these are the FRIDA principles that has been developed in order to understand the core values of the Human Rights Act. That means you should treat your all patients with fairness and respect, equality, dignity, and autonomy. So they should be given their choices. Like for example, if they want, you should ask first what type of clothes that they want to wear today, what type of a meal they prefer. So that is how you give them the voice. So their voices, they give them the choices so they can have their own choices for their control, for control of their care and treatment. So that is why these principles that every single health and social care worker should know about all these. Yes, the fairness. Yes, treat them equally with with fairness and respect. Dignity is very important, which is they should be valued and respected. Okay, so let's move into next.
The Mental Capacity Act
right. The Mental
2005.
Capacity
There
Act
are 5
2005
key
is
principles of
also
this
very
law that
important
enables an individual
to learn. So there are 5 key principles of this law that enables an individual's right to make choices. Okay, let's see the 5. So, yeah, the one is always assume capacity. You must not assume that a person cannot make choices and decisions for themselves. Okay, so you shouldn't assume and do it on your own. Okay, so there will be always encourage them to support them to make a decision. Support the person to make a decision. You must do everything possible to support the person to make an informed choice. Number three, unwise decisions. People have the right to make unwise or bad decision. However, a referral for assessment of capacity may be needed if unsafe choices are made where they could be in serious danger. Yes, so you should not make if if your patient is not in a mental capacity, and you should not make unwise decisions. It is always collective decisions, and referrals should be made before you're making any decision that may cause your patient to have a bad experience or could be seen serious danger. So that is why the Mental Capacity Act uh, advise to the health and social care teams. That is why they work in teams, and also their supervisors and the care managers. So you should always ask from them about the care, and also you should refer to the care plan at all times when before you making decisions. So that is another. So, number four is act in the person's best interest. If an assessment establishes that a person lacks capacity, then the decision you make for them must be in their best interest. So, just because they have no mental capacity to make their own decisions, you cannot make your own decisions for your own favor because that is against the law. So you should always act for the person's best interest rather than your own. So that is what Mental Capacity Act 2005 says. Okay, number five, choose the least restrictive option. Make a decision that doesn't impact greatly on the person's life and deprive them of their liberty or freedom, because everybody has the right to live, right to liberty, freedom, and security, living in a space where it is safe for them. So you should not make any decisions that may put them in the person in any situation where their lives threatening or deprive them of them having their liberty and the freedom, right? So that is about the Mental Capacity Act 2005.
Let's recap.
Let's see now. Okay, so yeah, it's fairness, dignity, equality, and respect. Yes. And let's see.
Code of conduct.
Code of conduct.
You should have
access to the National Code of Conduct for health and social care workers. It describes how you should behave and the things that you must know and able to do. Okay, so that is very important. The Code of Conduct for
Code
health
of
and
conduct.
social care workers.
You
You
should
should
be accountable by making sure you
sure
can answer for your actions or omissions.
You can answer for your actions or omissions. Now, for example, daily basis, health and social care workers have to make decisions. So you need to make sure that you should know that you are accountable for making the decision, or for all your actions or all your neglect or omissions. Yes, you are responsible. So you should always make sure that, understand that you are accountable. Okay, and then promote and uphold the privacy, dignity, rights, health, and well-being of people who use health and care services and their carers at all times. That means you should always give them their privacy, the dignity, respect, rights, health, and well-being. Promote well-being at your workplace. It is your duty. Work in collaboration with your colleagues to ensure the delivery of high quality of life. and safety of people is your responsibility as well. So you need to always make sure that you are providing high quality, safe, and compassionate care and support in collaboration with your teams at your workplace. Okay, then communicate in an open and effective way to promote the health, safety, and well-being of people who use health and social care services at your premises. It's also very important. You must communicate openly, honestly, and effectively to promote health, safety, and well-being of your residents, and respect person's right for to confidentiality. So that's very important. You should not talk about any other patient's details with anybody else, because that's very confidential. So be very careful when you start your job at health and social care sector in the UK, because you abide by a lot of rules, regulations, and code of conduct. So confidential information must be kept confidentiality. You should respect the person's right to confidentiality. So it's very important. Then number 6, strive to improve the quality of healthcare support through continuing professional development. That's where we come. We can help at BML College. That's where our students come into CPD courses, which is continuing professional development courses, so that you refresh your knowledge, you understand and you gain the knowledge and understanding about the different legislations and how it works, and to know about to protect yourself in return. Now, for example, if you do not know that there is a that you have to keep your data or about anybody else's care plan, you should not share those information with anybody else. You're not supposed to. So that is the law. So if you do not know, and without you knowing, if you share the information and it makes somebody's human rights, a right to freedom or right to live, or if the right to dignity, respect, then that is, you are breaking the laws. That's why it's very important that you get into a qualification, complete the qualification, get the knowledge, and then you know how and what to do at workplace, right? So let's see in the next number 6. Strive to improve. Yes, it's very important. Quality of healthcare. And number 7 is uphold and promote equality, diversity, and inclusion. Yes, that's very important. You should promote equality, diversity, and inclusion at the workplace.
Let's recap on
Right.
definition.
Okay, let's see. Recap the definitions. Being involved is inclusion, and recognizing different backgrounds is diversity. Fair treatment is equality. Distinction in favor or against a difference, that is discrimination. Right? So I hope you have understood the terms, right? Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it is. This is how it is. So inclusion is being involved, equality is fair treatment, discrimination is distinction in favor or against the differences, diversity is recognizing different backgrounds. Okay, so these things you need to definitely learn if you want to start studying.
Module completion. Well done. You have now completed module 1 of your training.
Start job at health and social care sector. Okay, so we have completed module 1 of the training, which we have learned about the equality, diversity, and inclusion. What are the protected characteristics and different laws that Human Rights Law and Mental Capacity Act. And we have also talked about the Code of Conduct for Healthcare Support Workers. Okay, so
Module
we will
2,
see the next module 2. Okay, module 2 is about protected characteristics. Okay, we are going to look about the characteristics. Let's
Protected
see what are these.
characteristics.
Okay. As you have learned, it is unlawful to be unfair to someone because of their age, disability, gender reassignment, marriage, civil partnership, pregnancy, maternity, race, religion, beliefs, or sex and sexual orientation. A good work ethic and approach in your professional role and also life in the general is treat everyone as you would like to be treated yourself.
Age. This
Right,
protected
let's see. This applies to all ages. Let's see the button. There are they are a particular age or are within a certain age range. Okay, someone thinks a person is of a specific age. This is known as discrimination by perception. Okay, and then they are connected to a person of a specific age or a age group. This is known as discrimination by association. Right.
age. This protected characteristic applies to all ages. Select each button to see reasons why people should not be treated unfairly or differently.
So that means you have to treat all ages equally. You should not discriminate
Disability.
or
People should
them
not be
depending on their age. It's because they are adults or they are underage, so you should not discriminate them. Okay, disability. People should not be treated unfairly because they have a physical or mental impairment that affects their ability long term to carry out normal day-to-day activities. People with a disability have the right to be treated fairly and equally, use services, travel, have reasonable adjustments made because of their disability. Yes. So this is the another protected characteristics of just because they are having mental or physical impairment, you should not discriminate them or not give the opportunity. You have to make reasonable adjustments to make sure that they get the same opportunity as the others. Right, so let's
reasonable
see
adjustment.
the other one is the reasonable adjustments. Yes, how the reasonable adjustments you can do. So employees must make reasonable adjustments in the workplace, and staff cannot be dismissed if reasonable adjustments are needed. Adjustments could mean provision of specialist equipment or a change to terms and conditions to this role. If a disabled person is the best person for a job, then they should be offered it. If adjustments can be made. Any adjustments must be reasonable for the employer to make, and considerations for any reasonable adjustments should be based on effectiveness of the user, practicality, cost, resources, and size of the adjustment, availability of financial support.
Gender reassignment.
Right. Gender reassignment. Gender reassignment refers to individuals who have either undergone, intend to undergo, or are currently undergoing medical and surgical treatment to alter the body, or who do not intend to undergo medical treatment but wish to live permanently in a different gender from their sex at birth. Individuals who have undertaken gender reassignment are sometimes referred to as transgender or trans. Some trans people may use gender neutral pronouns such as they, them, and theirs. Right. So, if somebody has changed their sexual sex at birth, so for example, by any transgender people, because of these characteristics of their gender reassignment, you should not discriminate them or treat them unfairly. Right, let's move to the next.
Gender reassignment.
Gender reassignment. Okay, protection. Protection from unlawful discrimination, harassment, and victimization is available to all individuals living their lives permanently in the opposite gender from their sex at birth. They do not need to be under medical supervision or intend to undertake reassignment surgery to be protected. So even if they think that they have changed their sex at birth, then you should treat them fairly, because you should not discriminate them. Harassment. If a person feels humiliated, offended, or degraded because they are transitioning, then this is harassment. If the wrong personal pronoun is persistently and intentionally used, this may be interpreted as a form of harassment. Yes. Next,
Non-binary and
let's see. Non-binary and gender fluid people. Non-binary means that people may identify as both male and female, or neither male nor a female. Gender fluid means that gender may change over time. Non-binary and gender fluid people are now protected from discrimination under the Equality Act following a ruling in 2020. This falls under the gender reassignment category after years of ambiguity. Okay, so non-binary and gender fluid people who change their sex over the time, or gender over the time, or if non-binary means that they either consider themselves as male or female, or neither male or female. So it is their preference. It's their right. So therefore, we should not discriminate them based on their gender reassignment. Right. Next, marriage and civil partnership. People should be treated fairly no matter what their union or marital status is. Marriage is a legal union and has always been available for heterosexual couples and same-sex couples since 2014 in the UK, excluding Northern Ireland. A civil partnership is a legal relationship which is registered and provides couples with similar legal rights to married couples. The characteristics does not apply to the people that are single, living with someone as a couple, neither married or in a civil partnership, engaged to be married but are not married, divorced, or where a civil partnership is dissolved. Right, so people, depending on whether they are married or single, or whether they are same partners or different heterosexual partners, whether they are in civil partnership or they are married, so you should not discriminate or treat them unfairly just because of their marriage or the relationship that they have with the partner. Okay, so that is something that you need to learn. Right, so the next one, pregnancy and maternity. Yes, pregnancy is the state of being pregnant and you're or expecting a baby. And maternity refers to the period after childbirth and is linked to maternity leave in the employment context, right? So during these two periods, because they are pregnant or they are on maternity leave, they should not be treated unfairly. So that is what this protected characteristic means.
Pregnancy and
right, let's say pregnancy and maternity, people should not be treated unfairly because they are pregnant or on maternity leave. Employees have the right to apply for jobs and development opportunities once pregnant and to return to the same job after 26 weeks of maternity leave. Employers must provide somewhere suitable for breastfeeding mothers to rest and consider flexible working arrangements, breastfeeding facilities, and childcare opportunities. Right,
Race.
so next
This refers
is
to
the
a group of
race.
people.
Yeah, this refers to the group of people defined by their race, color, nationality, including citizenship, ethnic or national origins. People should not be treated unfairly because of their race. Now, for example, there are different types of nationalities in the world, there are different types of races, the color of people are different, ethnicities are different. So, based on their ethnicities, because of those differences, you should not treat them unfairly.
Let's recap
Right,
on
let's see,
marriage
let's
and civil
recap. Select
partnerships.
all the correct
Select all of the
answers.
correct answers.
Same sex relationship between the same sex couple. What is a legal bonding of a relationship between same sex couple? Okay, they can have engaged, divorce, or marriage. They can. No? Okay. What is it then? The correct answer is people should be treated fairly no matter what their union. Okay, what is it? What is it? Civil partnership and marriage. Okay. That was about civil
Religion or
partnership.
belief.
Okay, the
Select
next one is religion or belief. Select each button to learn. Okay, so religion. Religion means any religion of sufficient seriousness which has a clear structure and belief system. Lack of religion is also protected under the Equality Act, such as atheists and humanists. Right. So a belief refers to any religious or philosophical belief, and protection also include lack of belief. Belief affect how we choose to live our life or perceive the world. It is not just an opinion. Example, vegetarianism, belief in man-made climate change are all protected. So it's different beliefs you can have different beliefs, different religions, and still you should be protected and you should be treated fairly. That's what. So just because you're a part of another religion, you should not be discriminated against. Okay, right.
sex.
Then
A
sex.
person
Okay, a person must not be treated differently because of their particular sex. They are thought to be opposite sex of what they are. They are connected to someone of a particular sex. Okay, let's see. The Equality Act says your sex means if you are a man or a woman. Legally, if you are a transgender, your sex is the sex registered on your birth certificate. This can be changed if you have a gender recognition certificate. In 2025, the UK Supreme Court clarified that the words man and the woman, as written in the Equality Act, refer to biological sex for the purpose of sex based rights. This applies even where someone holds a gender recognition certificate. However, individuals who are in transitioning, whether socially, medically, or legally, are still protected under the characteristics of gender reassignment. Okay, so you understand. So that you can be you at your birth certificate, it shows your sex, but you have rights to either medically, legally, or socially to change your sex. Okay, which you go through, you get the gender recognition certificate. Okay, right. So the next one is the Equality Act. Okay, so that's what we did. Okay, let's see. Next,
sex
sex
discrimination.
discrimination. These are the 4 types of sex discrimination. Direct, when a person is treated differently because of their sex. Example, a nightclub decides to let women in for free but charges men. This is direct discrimination. Okay, so let's see. Indirect discrimination means when a person is disadvantaged due to their sex. Example, a mortgage provider only gives mortgages to people who work full time. As more women than men work part time, Often, due to childcare, women would be less likely to be given a mortgage. Harassment. When a person feels humiliated, offended, or degraded because of their sex, is being treated in an unwanted sexual way, or is treated unfairly because of any refusal of sexual advances. Victimization. When a person is treated unfairly after making a complaint of sex discrimination. Okay, let's see. Sexual harassment. The Equality Act 2010 specifies sexual harassment as unlawful discrimination. Employers are responsible for their staff. If sexual harassment occurs in the workplace or work event, employers can be held liable. The Worker Protection Bill 2024, Amendment of Equality Act 2010, expects UK employers to take reasonable steps to prevent sexual harassment in the workplace. Right, so I hope you understand this. This is how the sex discrimination happens and the sexual harassment, and employers are responsible for if any employee gets into sexual harassment, then employees held liable. So therefore, the employers should take reasonable steps to prevent any sexual harassments at workplace. Right, so let's see the
Sexual
next.
orientation.
Sexual orientation.
This is a person's sexual attraction to other people or lack of attraction. People should not be treated differently or unfairly because of their sexual orientation. For example, a hotel owner refuses to provide a double bedroom for 2 men. Sexual orientation is not the same as gender identity. Sexual orientation is about who you are attracted to, while gender identity is about which sex you identify with.
A module about
Select
equality,
each
diversity,
button
and
to see
inclusion.
examples of sexual
And to
orientation.
complete these qualifications online, you can get a certificate, CPD accredited certificate from BML College. You can send a message to the number displayed on the screen. If you want to get a certificate, we will give you a username and password to the system where you can complete your qualification and download your certificate. Okay, so we have made available some of the trainings for free, so you can get this care skills training for free, and also we have UK qualifications that you can study with a 50% scholarship. So if you wanted, we just want to inspire people to get into higher education. So I'm just sharing the modules that we do at class, so you can get an idea about and you can get a little bit of inspiration. Oh well, I have learned all these. These are very new and very interesting. So if you're interested to gain a qualification and start a job in health and social care sector, you definitely have to get this knowledge. So contact us. We are here to support you. BML Online is available to people around the world to start a qualification, gain the knowledge, improve your skills, and get the qualification and upgrade your lives. Okay, right. So we were talking about equality, diversity, and inclusion, and now this is about sexual orientation. We are talking about the protected characteristics, okay, under Equality Act 2010. Okay, let's see now. Again, sexual orientation is a personal sexual attraction to other people or lack of attraction. People should not be treated differently or unfairly because of their sexual orientation. For example, a hotel owner refuses to provide a double bed for 2 men. So that is definitely discrimination. So you should not discriminate just because they are sexual orientation. Sexual orientation is not the same as gender identity. Sexual orientation is about who you are attracted to. So gender identity is who you recognize yourself as, a man or a woman or a trans. Okay. But sexual orientation is how you are attracted to others. You may be attracted to same sex, or you may be attracted to the different opposite sex. Okay. So sexual orientation is not the same as a gender identity. Sexual orientation is about who you are attracted to, whilst gender identity is all about which sex you identify with. Okay, so let's see heterosexual. Okay, who are heterosexual? Men or women attracted to the opposite sex. So if you're attracted to a opposite sex, then that's called heterosexual. Okay, lesbian, women who have a romantic and or sexual orientation towards other women are the lesbians. Then gay, men who have a romantic and or sexual orientation towards other men are called gay. And bisexual means a romantic and or sexual orientation towards more than one gender. And then asexual means does not experience sexual attraction to others. And pansexual means a sexual or romantic orientation that is not limited by gender. So these are the different sexual orientations in the world. So these are characteristics, protected characteristics. So you should not discriminate people depending on their sexual orientation. Right. Next,
Let's recap on sex. A person should not be treated unfairly.
Okay. A person should not be treated unfairly because of because they are of particular sex. Yes, that is true. Right. Next, let's see.
Module completion. Well done.
So
You have now completed Module 2 of your training and should have a good understanding of the protected characteristics under equality law. The outcomes for Module 2 are identify and understand each characteristic. Now
I can continue. So this is just for some free courses for our students, whoever who wants to get the knowledge and if just to get inspiration to get into higher education. So we are BML College, bmlcollege.com. We are live on social media platforms on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok. Right. So we have a lot of people joined on TikTok. Thank you so much for joining with us today. So we've discussed about different things throughout this online session. We want more people to get into higher education. We are BML College Online. We are based in Birmingham. And we have offices in Sri Lanka. So anybody who wants to start a qualification, you can start studying online. And I am every day, I said when the time permits, we come live. We are going live to get you more information about different courses that we do. And it's always very important to educate the nation. So we are on a mission to educate people, to get more people into higher educational qualifications. So thank you so much for joining with us on social media platform every day, 2 hours live session. We will come live for you. So if you want any particular module that you want to learn, let us know. We can definitely get you some information and education and some tutoring sessions for free for you. So get involved. We are live on different social media platforms. We want people to learn. We want more students to get into higher education. Grab the opportunity that BML has to offer, and we will create better communities through higher education. Right. So we have completed module 2 as well about discrimination. Let's move to the next
Module 3.
training. So it is discrimination. Okay, so we will learn about the definition of discrimination and the challenges of discrimination.
Definition of discrimination. Discrimination is about seeing differences and making a distinction in favour of or against. If discrimination is deliberate, it means that you intentionally treat someone unfairly. If discrimination is inadvertent, it means that you unintentionally treat someone unfairly. Negative attitudes. Negative
Okay. So negative attitudes. Negative attitudes and behaviors do unfortunately exist in the society. This can lead to individuals or groups being oppressed or disadvantaged. Okay, let's see labeling. Right. This is when an assumption is made about a person belonging to a certain group. So you label them. You label them. And that means you are discriminated. Stereotyping. This is when there is an opinion about a group and the opinion is then applied to anyone in that group, right? So I can give you some examples like, you can see, you can think like some of the jobs are only for men, women cannot do those jobs or things like that. But there may be opportunities where even women can do that, So that's the type of different discrimination, okay? Then prejudice, it is this is when there is a preconceived opinion of a person or a group that is not justified by facts. Sometimes we have the opinions or preconceived opinion of a group of people or a person. We think, I don't think you are able to do that job, so then we discriminate. That kind of a discrimination is illegal. Okay, then we
examples
have
of discrimination.
Examples of discrimination. Okay, the individuals you support can be at increased risk of discrimination due to preconceived ideas about vulnerable people. Assumptions include that all people with dementia cannot do anything for themselves, or individuals with mental health care needs are dangerous. Both examples are speculative but show how a lack of knowledge or experience can influence discrimination. Now, for example, if you already know, like you have assumption or preconceived ideas that okay, the dementia people cannot do themselves anything, so then you treat everybody like that. But then there are some cases where they can complete the tasks on their own, so you should then give them dignity and respect to complete, and the freedom to choice, freedom to get their freedom for their own behaviors, like their own choices, right? So that is one kind of a discrimination. If you assume that okay, dementia people, they cannot do anything, so and then you assume that and do everything yourself without giving them the freedom of choice, that means you are you are discriminating them against it, right? Now also sometimes some people think the mental health needs people are very dangerous, so that may be your preconceived idea, and you think the same way with everybody with mental health conditions, and then you're going to treat, you're not going to tailor-made their care plan, then it is a discrimination because of your perceived conceived ideas have discriminated their freedom of liberty, freedom of choice. freedom of their life. Yeah, so that's why. So that is why you should start learning these things, because it's very important. At class we talk about these with examples, we share ideas, we get work examples, there are students who come up with their experiences. So that's why you have to start studying a qualification at BML College. Then we will discuss this in detail. But today I'm doing a sample session for you, so that you know, oh, all right, I think I have to get into higher education. It's very important. I gain a lot of knowledge. I never knew that this exists, because more you learn, then more you think, oh, there's more to learn. Right, so that's why we are doing these free sessions every day to inspire people, so you will understand, oh, there are things to learn. I need to learn all this. I need to get myself qualified. I need to find better job opportunities. So then you get a little bit of inspiration. Okay, challenging discrimination. Ensure that any unfair discriminatory behavior towards individuals you support is challenged. Make sure that you don't put the individual or yourself in an uncomfortable or difficult situation. Reduce the chances of discrimination happening, by the way, at work. Now, for example, in equality, treat individuals fairly. Provide everyone with the same opportunities. Right? So these are the these are the things that you can do to reduce discrimination at work. Okay, treat everybody fairly. Do not favor or against depending on one person to the other. Okay, treat individuals fairly and give everybody the same opportunities. Recognize an individual differences. Yes, people are different. You cannot expect that, okay, everybody will be the same kind of thinking as you, the knowledge as you have, and you cannot you cannot expect. So all what you can do is to recognize that individuals are different. So grab the diversity and accept the diversity. Okay, value and respect their differences. Some people have their different opinions, some people have their different behaviors, they look differently, they maybe think differently, their work may be differently. So diversity is beautiful. It's just a matter that you need to recognize individual differences and value and respect their differences. Right. Okay. So let's
Reducing
see.
discrimination.
Reducing discrimination. Okay. Let's see. Let's learn how to reduce discrimination at work. Okay. This is very important. Let's listen carefully. Thank you so much. I have a lot of people online learning on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn, and also TikTok. Thank you so much for joining with me. I hope you can hear me well, see me well. If you have any comments and if you want to just give a shout out where you are joining me from. We are BML College, Birmingham, and we want people to get into higher education. We have up to 50% scholarship program for all students abroad, all students. We give equal opportunities for students to learn. So you are listening to this from any part of the world and you think education is very important, you get the knowledge and you think you need to get into a qualification, then please do let us know. Every day 2 hours we are going live on social media platforms to get more information about and we are going to learn about a lot of things, right? So UK education is world's best education, so you get it for some courses are free. If you want to start studying a free qualification, send your email, send an email, send your CV to admin@bmlcollege.com. A member of our team will get back to you about our courses, and we will help. We will try and support you the way we can. Some of our online courses are 50% off, and if you are somebody watching this from any part of the world and you think that yes, you need to get into higher education abroad or even online or even in any other country, do let us know. we have a lot of opportunities. Okay, so let's see, reducing discrimination, how we reduce discrimination at work. Reflect on your thoughts and feelings about others, recognizing and any prejudice you may have. So if you understand, okay, maybe you have made a mistake, it's fine, you reflect yourself and you would not do it again. Okay, maybe you think, okay, I know that all people with mental capacities are dangerous, so I don't want to treat the patients equally. Or you think, you was thinking that it's very difficult to handle the client, it's very difficult to handle. You approach them in a manner with your preconceived opinion. So you should not do that. So reflect all the time. It's not okay, this is a new customer, a new patient, this is how you have to tailor make your thinking. Okay, and then ask. Okay, ask individuals how they would like to be supported rather than assuming what they need. Okay, sometimes when you walk into the care home, then maybe you assume and do things. Rather than that, you can ask what they actually need, and then that means you are not discriminating them. You're not thinking, that you don't have any preassumptions. Okay, but so ask what they need. Then language, think about how you speak and do not use any language that may be offensive. Yes, that's very important as well. Okay, think about what you say to others and whether it may influence their belief. You need to think about what you say to others and whether it will influence their beliefs. Positive. Ensure you have a positive approach and include others in tasks and activities. Yes, always, if you work positively at your workplace, then you can reduce discrimination, because you think everybody, you get the help from everybody, you have a positive attitude that they also have the kind of knowledge and understanding, and they also can get included in the tasks and activities. Then you can reduce discrimination. Challenge discrimination by explaining why words action may be offensive. Okay, so you need to challenge. Okay, if I say this, and if it may be your actions, your words may be offensive for some people. So think before you talk. Okay, let's see.
Supporting equality and
inclusion. Everyone has a responsibility to challenge injustice, but you need to be aware of people's perceptions and expectations and always try to see the situation from their point of view. By supporting equality and inclusion, you will help to reduce the likelihood of discrimination. Be inclusive in your practice. So, involve individuals in their care and support, include them in activities with others, support them to feel part of something. Okay, so when you get everybody involved, if you ask their support, also if you get their opinions, support them to be a part of something, then you can reduce discrimination at work.
reducing discrimination.
Okay, reducing discrimination. Effective communication is the key when addressing discriminatory behavior. If someone has a strong opinion, then they usually want to be heard. Showing that you've listened and remained calm and can result in them listening to your voice of reason.
Reducing the likelihood.
Okay, so reducing the likelihood.
Reducing the likelihood. Be assertive, not aggressive. Be polite. Be clear about what you are saying. Be honest. Be consistent. Try to understand other points of view. Repeat your comments until you are heard. Always take advice from your line manager You do not need to feel alone, and you do not want to put the individual at risk of further discrimination. Reducing the likelihood. Select play to learn the best approach to reduce the likelihood of discrimination. Scenario. You are working in a care home and have been asked to organise a game of bingo. 4 individuals say they would like to play. You are aware Peter has a hearing impairment and will be unable to hear the numbers being called. One individual, Jacinta, turns to another and starts to laugh. You hear her say, "I don't know why he wants to play. He is deaf and stupid. I suppose I should be grateful because I have a better chance of winning with him playing." Select all of the correct answers. What practice can support equality and inclusion and reduce the likelihood of discrimination?
Right, okay, so this is an activity. So you're working in a care home and have been asked to organize a game of bingo. 4 individuals say they would like to play. You are aware Peter has a hearing impairment and will be unable to hear the numbers being called. One individual, Jacinta, turns to another and starts to laugh. You hear her say, "I don't know why he wants to play. He is deaf and stupid. I suppose I should be grateful because I have a better chance of winning with him playing." Okay, so you have to select the answer. So there is okay. You have been asked to organize a game of bingo, which means you call out some numbers, and it's a kind of game. Everybody note down the numbers, and if you find out the pattern, then you call bingo. So there's another patient who is Peter. He's having hearing impairment. That means he cannot hear well when the numbers are called. So during this scenario, another individual, maybe somebody from the team or another patient, start to laugh, and then she was making comments about him being disabled, and these are the comments. So so Jacinta is the other individual who's having a different opinion about Peter. Right. So these are there are 5 answers given, and then you're supposed to select the best answer. So what you can do in this scenario is you need to ask Peter, who is having a hearing impairment, whether he needs support to be able to actively take part in the game, because he's having right to participate for the game, because the game is for everybody. So he should not be discriminated, or he should not given the opportunity just because of his discrimination. It is illegal, right? Because as per the law, you should give everybody equal opportunities despite their differences. According to hearing impairment is a physical disability, which is protected characteristics under Equality Act 2010. So therefore, if you are ignoring him, or if you're not giving him the opportunity, that means you are against the rule, against the law. Okay, so that's why. So what you can do instead, go and ask Peter whether he needs support to actively participate in the game. So he has the equal opportunities as Jacinta. Okay, so write the number down and show it to everyone. So yes, then he can see, because he cannot hear but he can see. Right, so that is another option, so everybody can see. So not only him, you're giving him a special chance, it's just that everybody can see the number then. And then challenge the comments made by Jacinta, because some people may use the comments because they do not know that it may hurt somebody else's feelings, or maybe so what they and what their comments are illegal because it is against the law. That's why you have to challenge the comments by Jacinta and tell her that you should not discriminate him just because he's having a physical disability. Okay, so this is the correct answers, and you should not just play the game without taking any reasonable adjustments for Peter. If you haven't, then that's wrong. That's wrong, because you need to make reasonable adjustments in order to make sure that the person with hearing impairment get included. Okay, and then laugh along with Jacinta. After all, her comments were funny. You should not do that, because that might hurt Peter's feelings, and also then Jacinta will have the perception that whatever her comments are right. It's wrong. It's illegal and it's wrong. Wherever you have the opportunity to correct, you should go and correct it, because it is happening, because you're supposed to, as a care worker, you're supposed to maintain a healthy, well-being and safe environment for all. So if Jacinta has this same kind of so if Jacinta has the same kind of attitude, then continuing with that attitude will not be good for the residents as well as the employees. So that's why we learn all this. So then we know what
A positive
best
approach.
action to take in terms of the different scenarios. Okay, a positive approach. Okay, let's see. Supporting Peter, yes. Helping Jacinta to understand why her comments were inappropriate will help her to recognize what discrimination is and why it is unacceptable. Yes, that's what I said in before as well. So if you leave it, then she will have the same kind of a situation in future, where she will also use that against or discriminate against another person, or maybe that might create a different risks for this health and safety of the other residents. So that's why you should always make sure that you if you come across a situation like that, then you address it, you challenge it, you tell them it is against the law to talk to Peter like that, or somebody who's having any disability. Unacceptable comments. Speak to Jacinta and explain that her comments are not acceptable and why. Jacinta says she was only joking, didn't mean to cause offense, and that she will not say these things again. So that is a good sign, because as long as you understand what went wrong, and if you in future, if you want to make the same kind of a comment, then of course it is how people learn. Reflection on learning. Equal opportunity. This inclusive action has enabled all individuals to play bingo, ensuring equal opportunities and challenging discriminatory views that Peter cannot play bingo because of he having hearing loss. Yeah, so getting them everybody involved is very important task at work.
Let's recap on examples of discrimination.
Let's
All-
see. Okay. All older people wear inconsistent pads is not a discriminatory remark. True or false? Oh, it is a discriminatory remark. It is, because it's not everybody needs a pad, right? So yeah. So if you generalize everything, so it's wrong, right? You should, so not all older people need a pad, right? So that if you already think that okay, that is true, then it is discrimination. Okay, you should not think that way. Right. Next.
Let's recap on the
Okay,
definition
so
of discrimination.
let's see. Discrimination. Person being treated someone unfairly because of their beliefs. Okay. Deliberate. What type of discrimination is it if a person means to treat someone unfairly because of their beliefs? So it's deliberate. So it's deliberate. Yeah. Inadvertent. It is inadvertent. Oh, I'm not sure. Treat someone unfairly because of their beliefs. Because of their beliefs. Inadvertent. No, it's incorrect. Unintentional. No, incorrect. Intentional. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. Right.
Module completion. Well done. You've now completed module 3.
Right, great. So I hope it's enough for today, or do you need any more of, let's see, what is next module?
Module 4. Values
Value
and
and support. I think that is very interesting as well. Okay, let's identify appropriate values for your role and understanding how to access support when needed.
Demonstrate.
Demonstrating your values. Yes. This FRIDA principle, we have talked about this before. So fairly, with respect, equally, without discrimination, with dignity. So they feel valued, with autonomy, where they are supported to be made to make decisions, feel in control, and have their independence promoted. Okay, so these are the values. So FRIDA principles are the important values for a care worker.
Attitudes and
Right.
beliefs.
Next, let's see attitudes and beliefs. These make you the person you are, affecting how you think, what you do, and how you do it. Factors that affect attitudes and beliefs are background and experiences, upbringing, education, and relationships.
Self-awareness.
Self-awareness. The attitudes and beliefs of the individuals you support and care for must always be taken into consideration. Sometimes this can be difficult because your own attitudes and beliefs can interfere and incorrect assumptions can be made. It is important to ensure that your opinions do not impact on the individual's preferences and right to make their own choices. Sometimes your upbringing, where you are from, your culture, your family, your experiences, your education, that is how you have made up your attitudes and beliefs. So you should bear about yourself, and you should understand that it is not the same kind of people. The others have the same kind of values, beliefs, and attitudes as you. So you need to understand the differences. You have to self-aware about your choices. So if your choices may be different from that of the patient's choices, so you should give the patient freedom to freedom to uh, to make a choice. Okay, right. So next is person-centered values.
Having a person-centered approach in your work is key to supporting an individual equally and in an inclusive way. It means that you are putting them at the center of their care and support and respecting their needs and preferences. Select each button to learn more about person-centered values.
Empower. Enable individuals with confidence and to feel in control of their actions. So empower them to make decisions, to feel themselves, feel the confidence that they have, and feel in control of their actions. Okay. And next, dignity. Yes, treat individuals with respect, value their individuality and their ethical, moral beliefs. Taking time to do things their way with an open and positive attitude. Sometimes they need some time to move themselves, to do their own things. So You need to be patient, respect them, patient, and have good and positive ethical and moral beliefs. So then when you have the positive attitude, you take time, you give the patient their time, and you will develop your skills in return. Then partnership. Work together with individuals and those involved in their life to prove the most successful care and support that meets their needs and preferences. Yes, you need to work together with individuals to support them in their decision making and to see whether their preferences, their needs are met. And respect, yes, show the individual that they have their own importance and their own feelings and opinions. So respect your service users.
Being person-centered.
Right,
Select the play button to learn about a
person-centered.
person-centered approach. Being person-centered. Putting the individual at the center. Assessing their individual needs and preferences. Enabling the individual to make decisions, informed choice. Involving them in planning their care and support. Empowering them to implement the service they want. Monitoring their service and empowering them to discuss it and make changes if they want to. Language. The
Right,
language
so-
we use is key
yeah.
to supporting in a
Right,
non-discriminatory
so this is
way.
equality,
For example,
diversity and
Mr.
inclusion
Smith suffers
module.
from
So we are
diabetes. This terminology
Mhm.
means that people will see the
right. The language we use is key to supporting in non-discriminatory way. Mr. Smith suffers from diabetes. This terminology means that people will see the diabetes before they see Mr. Smith. So his identity is lost. Mr. Smith could be living very well with diabetes, so is probably not suffering, and therefore it doesn't have to define who he is. Beware of using the term suffering, as it can imply that a person is in a state of pain or distress, therefore, it can be unequal terminology. Yeah, so when you use the language, when you speak about someone, so do not describe him with his illness or anything like that, because it's not his health self identity. So the self identity can be lost if you use different meanings to explain somebody. Okay, right. Next,
descriptive word.
descriptive words. Be aware of your language in general. Avoid negative terms as they are likely to reduce respect and increase in animosity and conflict. For example, Jerry was really difficult today and was non compliant with his medication. Replace this with Jerry did not want to go to the day center today and he refused his morning medication. Yeah, so how you put your notes is also very important, right? The two different phrases paint a very different picture of the situation. If the first phrase was presented at handover, this could negatively influence staff feelings about Jerry before starting their shift. That's why what you write or how you speak, your language, the vocabulary that you need to have is very important when you are in the healthcare
Pronouns.
sector.
Pronouns are words.
Pronouns. Pronouns are words we use to refer to ourselves or others and are an important way to express your gender identity. I, me, she, her, he, him, and they, them are some examples of pronouns. Some trans and gender non-conforming people may use the gender neutral pronouns such as they, them, and theirs. So let's see pronouns in the workplace, okay? Correct use of pronouns in the workplace helps individuals and colleagues feel included, ensuring trans and gender non-conforming people are treated equally. Repeated use of incorrect pronouns may create a hostile work environment and could be seen as bullying or harassment. If you're not sure what pronouns to use, ask. Use gender neutral pronouns or simply address people by their name. Right? So sometimes, if you use repeatedly pronouns that are not applicable for that particular person, that means it can be bullying or it can be harassment. Okay, so that's why you should always ask what type of a pronoun that you need them to address. Okay, if not, you can always call them by their name.
Let's recap on
Right.
language.
The language,
we use is key to supporting in a
is a key to supporting a non-discriminatory way. It's true. Right? So the language that we use is very important to supporting a discriminatory way. It's a non-discriminatory way. So which means that you are ensuring that you are, according to Equality, Diversity and Inclusion and Equality Act 2010, you are following the rules.
Take the trouble.
Next.
Often, taking the lead from the individual will demonstrate the way in which they want to be communicated with. Don't be afraid to ask the individual how they want to be addressed or how they want certain things referred to. This is inclusive practice. This is valuing an individual. This is treating an individual equally. Treat individuals fairly. Remember that each individual you care for is probably
someone's mother, father, son, daughter, or partner. Approach and care for them in a way that you would like to be treated yourself. They also have rights, and these must be valued and respected at all times.
Values and rights. Select the play button to remind yourself of values and rights. Values and rights. Individuals you support have a right to be respected, be treated as an individual, privacy, be cared for in a way that meets their needs, be protected from danger and harm, be treated equally, communicate using their preferred language, be treated with dignity, access information about themselves, to complain if they are not happy about something, support in practice. Always seek advice when you need it on approaches and best practice in supporting an individual. Select each button to learn more about support in practice.
Right. Okay. So we're talking about equality, diversity, and inclusion, and how we can do this in practice. Okay. So the care manager or the line manager can give you information, advice, and guidance on best practice and ways of working. Supervision. This is your opportunity to discuss ways of working and any issues you have confidentially uh, with your line manager. So okay, so you supervision, so you can raise any concerns that you have. Or confidentiality is very important, and with the line manager, so you can discuss how best to practice equality, diversity, and inclusion in working environment. Meetings. Regular team meetings and handovers enables best practice to be shared and is also a chance to get support from your peers. Training. Yes, training will inform and teach best practice, providing the underpinning knowledge for your role. Training can also be guidance given in your workplace. Records. Care plans inform you that about the individual and how they want to be supported. Daily logs will inform on the here and now and give the most up-to-date account of support. Yeah. So this is how you can put the supportive learning environment in practice at your workplace.
Reporting. If you witness discrimination in the workplace, you have a duty to report the matter. It is essential that situations of discrimination are addressed and dealt with. You could be whistleblowing on a colleague, which is always a difficult thing to do, so you must have access to your whistleblowing policy so that you understand the procedures and support you would get. Don't leave a difficult situation, hoping that it will improve. Action must be taken to ensure that everyone learns from it and people are treated in a fair, equal, and dignified way.
Okay, so if you witness discrimination in the workplace, you have a duty to report the matter. It is essential that situations of discrimination are addressed and dealt with. You could be whistleblowing on a colleague, which is always a difficult thing to do. So you must have access to your whistleblowing policy so that you understand the procedures and support you would get. Don't leave a difficult situation hoping that it will improve. Action must be taken to ensure that everyone learns from it and people are treated in fair, equal, and dignified way. Right, next.
Freedom to speak up.
Freedom to speak up. Freedom to speak up is for anyone who works in health. Organizations should promote a positive culture where you can speak up and be heard about anything that gets in the way of providing good care. There are several ways to speak up. Speaking with your line manager, suggestions for improvement given in meetings, raising something with a freedom to speak up guardian, contacting the regulator to report an issue. The National Guardian's Office supports freedom to speak up guardians in England. So learn about all this. You should be given right to speak up at work.
Let's recap on values and rights.
Recap. Okay, select the rights of an individual in the list. To be treated with dignity, to be treated equally, and to be respected. It is an individual right.
Module completion.
Yes,
Well
we have
done. You've now completed Module 4 of your
all
training
modules.
and should understand the importance of values
So
and the
do you need
learning
more
outcomes.
support
Now that
from
you have
outcomes?
completed your training,
Yes,
you should
you
have the
just
underpinning knowledge of
different
equality,
types
diversity,
of
inclusion, and be able
legal
to
framework.
understand the law relating to equality and human
So
rights.
I
Recog-
think our
Now
time is
take the
up.
assessment.
Can take
Well
the
done.
assessment.
You have now
Yes, we can
completed
take
your
the
course
assessment now.
learning.
So
And
we've
the next step is to
completed
take the assessment
the
as evidence of your knowledge
module. So
and
once you complete,
understanding.
now if you want to get the certificate, if you want to complete these qualifications on your own, you can send a text to the number displayed on the screen on WhatsApp. We can forward you the link, we can give you the login details, and you can start your qualification on your own. But if you think you want to complete these qualifications and move up to level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, level 7, level 8, we have the qualifications that are designed to complete online, and you can complete those qualifications as well. Okay, it's right. Thank you so much for joining with me. It's 2 hours we have been online with you. We have shared a lot of information and knowledge about different uh, like about equality, diversity, and inclusion. Today we have shared information about that module. So we have completed 4 modules together. So like that, every Thursday we have 4 to 6 if you want to come to our Birmingham campus to complete these qualifications, then we have the support and the systems and computers where you can start completing these qualifications and download your certificate, apply for jobs. So we have these opportunities available for you. All right. So let us know. Let us know. We are here to empower young people to get into higher education. Anybody, for that matter, who want to get into higher education and grab the opportunities in the market. There are loads of opportunities in health and social care sector. So if you want to complete these free care skills training certificates, you can contact this number. We can get you enrolled, and we can support your journey. Right. Thank you so much. We will see you another day. So we are going live every day. BML College UK. bmlcollege.com is our website, so you can go to our website and check the information about different courses that we offer. And if you think that you want to start a qualification, you can apply now. Click and apply now, and then a member of our team, admissions team, will be in contact with you. We give free care skills training certificate. So the trainings and certificates. So upon you completing your online training and completing your assessment, then you get the CPD certificate, which can be used towards applying for the job opportunities. So we want more people to get into higher education. We want more people to learn, more people to get and go and grab the opportunities. And we have made it very affordable and accessible to the world. So we have the learning management system, and we want more people to get into these qualifications because these are all Ofcol regulated, UK recognized qualifications, CPD recognized certificates, so that you are getting the return on investment, because these are world-class qualifications. You get the knowledge, understanding, improving your skills, get employability skills, and then grab the opportunities. A lot of people, 97% of our students are in higher education or in full-time employment within 6 to 12 months of their graduation. That's what the beauty of education is. So we want everybody to come and awaken the genius within. BML College, UK and International, you can come and awaken the genius within, because we believe everybody within you, there is a learner in everybody's inside of everybody. There's a learner who thinks, oh, it's better that I can learn a new skill. I would like to improve my knowledge. I would like to get myself qualified. Where to start, what supportive environment, because at BML College we promise you the flexibility, friendly team, and employability skills development, because we believe education is a life-changing opportunity, and we believe you will definitely people who are learning these qualifications are definitely using these qualifications skills that they develop in practice at their workplace. So don't hesitate to contact us on these numbers. These numbers are available on WhatsApp as well. So the number displayed on the screen available on WhatsApp, and as well as our hotline is open. So get and grab the opportunities. We are living in a very competitive era where everybody's completing qualification. They are very skillful. The competition is high. You need to definitely get more qualified in order to create a competitive edge. Right. Okay. So thank you so much for joining with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Every day, I'm trying to come live on social media platforms to give you these opportunities because we have helped thousands of students and we need to help more students to get into higher education. Okay, so we are creating opportunities, educational opportunities to the world. Anybody from any part of the world can join our courses. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.